Hello everybody and welcome to DanMachi Season 3 Episode 10 Anime Review. This week's episode, the Escape's a good word. Escape began. A lot of it was preamble, honestly, though. We didn't actually get to the starting of the escape until like halfway through the episode, but that's fine. We had shenanigans with Bell and his lovely ladies. A lot of that indeed. What else happened? There was a lot of stuff going on. It seems like the big stuff, I thought we might have got one of the big things in this episode. Turns out I'm an idiot and don't remember things. But next week, for sure, is what I'm saying. So that should be exciting. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this week's episode. So let's get into it, see what went down, and do this thing. So the episode begins with the most pissed off Aina I think we've seen ever. I'm going to go with ever. That makes sense for me. She's angry because Belle has made no attempt to contact her after the last time. Obviously, Belle's been a little bit busy, but she don't know that. We know that, obviously. She goes out in a huff, basically, and gives very, very accurate things. She's like, if this workplace shuts down because one person leaves, then it's management's fault. And I'm just like, as someone who's been in that situation, I'm like, damn, I felt that. That hit hard. She runs into Hermes on her way out and shouts at him a little bit, but then is like, oh, I just shouted at a god. I may be going to hell now. But no, then calm down, have a little bit of a talk. He says, I'll tell you where Belle is, but you got to do something for me. What is that, I hear you ask? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out later. We don't find out right now, obviously. Belle being watched very carefully by all the adventurers, all of them, I guess the little rookie, the bastard. Fair enough. Finn is watching over everything too. He's got the high ground, Anakin. Don't try it. They have all the doors under control, the 4 doors that they know of, obviously, which they think is all of them, but it's not, because you can't count to 6 without stopping at 4. I don't know what I'm saying. Eyes volunteers to watch Belle, and Finn is like, I don't know if I can trust you. You help him out too much. You guys are too good friends. Eventually, though, she's like, I will stop him. And he's like, all right then, Eyes. I'll let you do this. Off you go. Go have fun with that. I'm sure that won't bite you in the bum. Maybe it will. Who knows? Hestia Familia are all coordinating using the magic items they've got. You got Hestia and Haruhime in the Finn position, I guess. Welf and Mikoto are off doing their own thing. Lily is off doing her own thing. We'll see later on. And of course, Belle is being thy diversion. Belle spots Eyes watching him and is like, well, this isn't good. This isn't how the plan was supposed to go. He's about to communicate, and he's like, oh wait, she's watching me. Very intently too, so yeah, not great. Naza shows up from Miak Familia, who I still do not think was in Season 1. Like, she's in the books for Season 1, but then I need to go back and rewatch Season 1 because I do not remember her at all. Granted, she doesn't do much important stuff, but I just don't remember her existing, basically. Eyes jealous because there's head pats going on, and I say jealous, she's just watching. I'd like to think it's jealousy for Belle's sake, but maybe not. She gives Belle a bag of stuff, if I remember right. Then after she leaves, right, she's like, oh, I've come to help, by the way. Aisha and Ryu then show up to help as well. Aisha gives Belle a big old hug. Ryu is like, hands off, bitch, and they have a little scrap, and Eyes is just staring. I go, okay, more women. Then Aina shows up, right, and creates a big old misunderstanding. It sounds like they did one of them one night stand thingamadoogies, and Eyes is just like, oh man, I should get the popcorn. This is entertaining. Obviously thinks he's some kind of playboy. I think the word she used was delinquent. At least that's what the subtitle said. Playboy would have been a better word in my opinion, but whatevs. Hestia and Haruhime are of course overhearing all of this on the walkie-talkie orbs, but they can't really do much about it, so they're just like, just smile and wave, boys, just smile and wave. Welf and Mikoto regroup with the Xenos to initiate the escape plan properly, I suppose. Lid heads up to do a big old roar, howl is probably a better word, to communicate with the other Xenos around the city, basically saying, it's go time, boys. And they all do that. Everybody answers except for Asterios, who is the Minotaur. He's gonna be fine. Also, like, I haven't mentioned this yet because I've just thought of it, but like, is it true, like, in America you say like Minotaur? Because that's weird. Minotaur is what we say in Le Bretagne. But yeah, so I'm gonna say Minotaur. Don't think anyone's paid any attention to it, but thought I'd mention it there. He is fine, Asterios. He is just resting. Maybe he'll regrow his arm. Can he do that? He should probably do that. You know, he might need that for doing Minotaur things. Dirty Minotaur. Enough of that. Let's just move on. Very briefly, Freya tells Ottal to basically go get involved. Doesn't say which side to join, and I can't remember what he does. So there's helpfulness, I guess. Lily is disguised, or she disguises herself as the rabbit Xenos, the Owl Mirage. I forget what it's called, something like that. The rabbit one, right? And distracts people, sends them on a wild goose chase, basically all over the place to break their formation. Makes sense. Belle escapes from Aina, but she doesn't get to give him the bracelet, which Hermes gave her to give to him, but she can't actually get the bracelet off her arm. So what's Hermes playing at here, basically? He's off, is Belle. His eyes still following him because she's a professional and wouldn't get flustered at seeing so many women attach themselves to Belle. Part of me thinks that was part of the plan. Of course it probably wasn't, but who knows. Nazar then uses some illusion mist that makes everybody think Belle's going one way or there's monsters somewhere, so he can get away, basically, including Eyes. Eyes escapes too, or Eyes, loses him briefly too, and Belle uses the invisible cloak, but Eyes can sense his aura, I guess, because that's just the thing she can do, and he's like, okay, he's going that direction, I'm gonna go get him now. She, however, is stopped by Ryu. Ryu is there to fight her, so hopefully she stands a little bit of a chance. Hopefully, I think Ryu's level 4, I think she's level 4, but Haruhime is actually level boosting her, so she'll be level 5, but Aiza's level 6. So if we're looking at the numbers, she should at least buy the crew some time, at the very least. As I said, level boosting going on by Haruhime, Loki Familia maintaining their positions and everything. Finn has figured, okay, there's some reason we can't find the monsters, some magic items, something is going on here. It's not just that we're blind. Fair enough. Finn tells Scout Guy then, I think his name's Raoul, I don't actually know, but I think that's what they were saying, tells him, go to the center of town, basically, and, and what doors are being guarded. Gets the info they need, basically. Because it wasn't Finn, it was Lily in disguise. She's putting in the work with that disguise spell. Found the closest door to the Xenos is the west one, so they can, they found the easiest way to get them out and everything. Team Xenos heads out, with Welf and Mikoto as well towards the door they need to go to. Scout Guy, Raoul, shows up at Finn, all confused, real Finn, and Finn is like, why are you here? You should be blocking that area. And then they're like, but you told us to come here. And they're like, oh, it must have been magic, obviously. And then Finn sort of figures out, okay, there must be a door that we're not aware of, which is where they're heading. So we should probably, expand our horizons, so to speak. They've not been beaten just because they've been outsmarted once. Oh no, no indeed. Xenos are getting into fights with adventurers, but they just keep on pushing through them. Welf and Mikoto have got these ice swords to help out so they can non-lethally subdue people, basically. Eventually they get confronted by Gareth of Loki Familia. If I remember right, he's level 6, so he's pretty strong. In fact, he's much stronger than anybody else on the team, I would suggest. Anyone on our side. I want to call them the good team, because Loki Familia are good guys too. It's very confusing. Welf says he'll stay to hold off Gareth. Mikoto also is going to stay. Not that I think they're going to do much. They're also invisible, but then they're shouting each other's names, and like they can clearly figure out who you are from your names. Like, what are you doing, guys? You should use code names like Red Hair and I don't have a nickname for Mikoto. I'm sorry. I'm a failure here. Weena, however, got separated from the rest of the Xenos because of course she did. Haruhime goes after her to go and help, and I'm like, okay, but what exactly are you going to do? Like, as far as I'm aware, you don't even know how to use a weapon, and I don't think you're very good at martial arts. Let's just hope that Haruhime doesn't get confronted by a very strong adventurer that you're going to need to fight off while also maintaining your, hiding your identity. Oh, wait. Yeah, Weena gets confronted by Tiona. Tiona? Or is it Tione? Oh god, which one is the flat one? I think it's Tiona. Tiona of Loki Familia, I believe she's level 5. One of the twins, one of the Amazonian twins. So, yeah, Tiona, probably safe to say she could wreck Haruhime and also Ween, and also most people. Like, I think I sort of get what they're going for, because you know, Belle might be able to defeat her if with the level boost, so maybe that's where they're going. As I said, I have read the light novels. I don't remember everything. I remember 2 things specifically upcoming, and that ain't one of them. So yeah, and that was where we ended the episode. Ween in trouble, obviously. I'm wondering if we're going to have the big fights in the last episode, like both of them. No, we can't put both in one episode. That'd be insane. That would be insane. That would be insane. So yeah, Belle is on his way. I think, Hestia called him to say Ween's separated and Haruhime went after him. Go help him as well. That also happened. That was where we ended the episode. I'm excited. The stuff I remember is coming up, and I remember it being pretty damn good. So that is exciting, but that's next week and the week after as well. So what was my favourite part of this week's episode, though? That is the question for right now. Let's have a look. So my favourite part of this week's episode, with all the seriousness going on, of course, my favourite part is the not serious stuff. It's Playboy Belle, right? It's way funnier because Eyes is watching and just presumably can't hear what's going on most of the time. And she must, what she must be thinking. She's like, here's Belle, little rabbit Belle, little innocent rabbit Belle. It sounds like he shagged at least 4 women, you know. What's going on, you know? If I was Eyes, I'd be questioning it too. It's like, am I a target? And I mean, technically, yeah, you're the target if you think about it logically. But what can I say? What can I say? Sorry, this chair's really creaky all of a sudden. That's not good. But yeah, that was my favourite part of the episode, is Playboy Belle, Play Belle? That doesn't sound as good. We won't use that one. But yeah, no, excited for what's coming up. Should be good. I'm enjoying, I say it every week, I'm enjoying this season quite a lot. It's very, very fun, I think, anyway. Thank you, everybody, for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe and also comment. Tell me what you thought about the episode too. I love to see it, and it helps a brother out. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye, guys.